Did Sony just win the next-gen console war? That's what Twitter might have you believe. Welcome to The Hit Point. My name's Brandon, and today we're going to watch two multi-billion-dollar companies duke it out in a made-up war where the winner gets millions of dollars and the loser gets slightly less millions of dollars. Back on September 9th, Microsoft made the first big move in the latest console war by officially announcing the release date and prices of their new consoles, the Xbox One Series X and the Xbox One Series S, not to be confused with the Xbox One X and Xbox One S. Phil, I love you, but goddamn, those names are terrible. Y'all just need to learn how to count like the rest of us. Both of Microsoft's new consoles will be releasing on November 10th of this year, with pre-orders going live on September 22nd. So that'll be tomorrow as of this video making its way onto YouTube. Fingers crossed that it won't be a giant clusterfuck, but if the recent PlayStation and RTX 3080 launches are anything to go by, it most definitely will be. Scalper's gonna scalp, and bot's gonna buy up all the Xboxes before they enslave us all. The Xbox Series X will be launching with a price tag of $499, and its petite little brother, the Xbox Series S, will launch at a mere $299 US. Now, aside from the Xbox Series S being a smaller digital-only console, it also comes with the caveat of being a cut-down version of the Xbox One Series X, with only half the internal storage, a slightly weaker CPU, a significantly weaker GPU, and about 6 GB less of system memory. With that said, the Series S will play all of the same next-gen games as the Series X, but Microsoft says while the Series X is targeting 4K at up to 120 FPS, the Series S is targeting 1440p at up to 120 FPS. But if we take a look at the clock speed, CU count, and raw performance numbers we've seen from their respective SoCs, well, Microsoft might be a little bit overzealous with their 1440p target for the Series S. According to reporting from IGN, Microsoft clarified, while the console aims for a 1440p resolution, it's capable of outputting a full 4K signal, and developers can choose to use that capability if they wish. They can also output to a lower resolution in order to utilize more complex graphical effects. With Xbox Director of Program Management Jason Ronald adding, with a performance target of 1440p 60 FPS, our expectation is that developers will not ship their highest level bitmaps to Xbox Series S. And while in this instance I believe he was talking specifically about game size on the Xbox Series S versus game size on the Xbox Series S, I think it can also be applied to the graphical prowess of each system, with him continuing saying, ultimately, the controls are in developers' hands. We've had this technology for a while that allows developers to intelligently choose which assets to install on which device they're playing on. So the flexibility is in the developer's hands to make sure the right assets are there. So in other words, it looks like it's going to be up to developers to decide exactly what resolution and frame rate they target for their games on the Xbox One Series S.
Developers.
Alright, so that's enough on the Xbox boxes. Let's move along to our boys in blue. Not those boys in blue. And no, not those boys in blue. God damn it, I'm talking about the PlayStation. We've known for a while now that the PlayStation 5 will come in two variants. A standard PlayStation 5 complete with optical drive baby bump, and a slimmer, more symmetrical PlayStation 5 Digital Edition. What we didn't know were the release date and price of these latest additions to the PlayStation family. Well, on the 16th of last month, our overlords at Sony finally broke the silence on both of those juicy details. So, starting with the big one, it looks like the standard PlayStation 5 will come in at, and can I get a drum roll here? $499 US, the same as the Xbox One Series X. It's almost like that was intentional. The PlayStation 5 Digital Edition, on the other hand, sees a nice little price drop down to $399 US, and unlike the Xbox Series S, is the exact same internal hardware as the standard PlayStation 5 model. Minus the Blu-ray drive, of course. Which makes me wonder, are they losing money on the PlayStation 5 Digital Edition in order to have a more competitive price with the Xbox One Series S? Or could the standard PlayStation 5 have come in at a lower price point? Because Lord knows that Blu-ray drive does not account for the $100 price discrepancy between the digital and standard editions of the PlayStation 5. Pre-orders went live on many online retailers shortly after the event, and a clusterfuck of a launch ensued, with most retailers selling out within a matter of hours, tons of websites crashing, and rampant bots buying up all the precious PlayStation 5 stock, which prompted Sony to make a statement on the company's official Twitter page saying, "Let's be honest, PS5 pre-orders could have been a lot smoother. We truly apologize for that. Over the next few days, we will release more PS5 consoles for pre-order, retailers will share more details, and more PS5s will be available through the end of the year." So, not to worry, if you missed your chance last week, you should have more opportunities before the end of the year to grab Sony's latest console. Thank God. But new hardware wasn't the only thing that Sony showcased at their event. We also got a look at some new games as well. Starting off, we got a fresh look at the highly anticipated Spider-Man Miles Morales. Square Enix also revealed their seemingly darker and grittier Final Fantasy XVI. We got some gameplay from the new Demon's Souls remaster, as well as a teaser for the sequel to the critically acclaimed God of War reboot, this one called Ragnarok. New console launches are an exciting time for everyone in the games industry, and it looks like this generation, Sony and Microsoft are taking two distinctly different approaches. Only time will tell which one was the right call, but ultimately, new consoles mean new games, and new games mean more experiences for us to have. Anyway, that's all we've got for you today. What system are you planning on getting and why? Let us know in the comments section down below. Also, check back with us in a few days because we're going to be breaking down some of the top reasons that you should consider the Xbox Series S or X, or to get yourself a fancy new PlayStation 5. We're going to have videos on each of them coming up later in this week. Again, pre-orders for the Xbox go live tomorrow as of this video, so set your alarms if you want to beat the bots. And thank you so much for watching. We will catch you guys in the next one.